Am I doing all right?
Yes, sir, Coach.
All right, we've got
First game of the season, you don't have no more energy than that?
Yeah.
We waiting on you.
microphone does. All right, we've got North Carolina Central head coach Trei Oliver. Coach, if you could just open it up with a opening statement, and then we'll have questions for you.
I thought it was an outstanding football game. I thought that Alcorn's a very, very good football team, championship caliber football team. Obviously, it was good to finally get back out there and get after it, but I thought it was a very competitive game. Both teams fought hard, and it came down to the wire. But it was good to see our guys, being that we're so young in so many positions, continue to fight and fight for 60 minutes when they made some big plays on us, and our guys could have started getting lossy-eyed and tucked their tail, but they didn't. They continue to fight, and I'm just really proud of them.
We'll start right here in the front.
Wilson Jackson, Sports Illustrated. Coach Oliver, what was your message to your players when they went down in the game? What was your message to them?
Well, I didn't get a chance to talk to the whole team, but we talked all week about having that thermostat mentality. Let's set that thermostat on 68, 70 degrees, and we're not going to get too high or get too low. If we make a play, don't get too excited, and control your emotions. If they make a play, they got guys on scholarship. If they make a play, don't tuck your head, don't drop your head. And you can see at the end of the game when we scored, we only had I think 10 people on the field, 9 people on the field or something, and the sidelines were kind of losing, going crazy, and we lost focus. That's why we took a delayed game. But that was a big thing. I didn't really say anything. They already knew. Just level-headed, control your emotions.
Right in the front.
Coach Oliver, Keisha J. Kelly from Black College Experience. I know y'all don't do a lot of talking on social media. Didn't see a lot of talk on social media from any of the players. What was the preparation like for this upcoming game?
Well, it was all about us. And obviously watched some film from Alcorn, but that's from 2019. They have new players, different players, and everything like that. We had to control what we can control, and that's our emotions. Our eyes were big. That we had talked about, being disciplined, run fits. Everything was about us. It wasn't about them. And my guys, they know I'm not on social media like that. I follow recruits and I like and might retweet, but I don't sit there and type in selfies and all that stuff. And my guys know how I feel about that. If they do it, that's cool. But they were really locked in. We need to go back and forth on social media. The guys watched ESPN this morning, watched all of the United States of America pick Alcorn to win it. But it didn't matter. As long as people in that locker room believed, it was all good.
Coach A.J. Jones, KYLK in Houston. How hard was it to keep the guys focused and in shape over close to 2 years since the last time you played?
It wasn't good. I'm sorry. It wasn't hard at all. I mean, whenever we had an opportunity to work out or play, the guys enjoyed it. All the meetings are through Zoom, so they hated that. The coaches hated it. So whenever we had an opportunity to finally get outside and run some gases or practice or lift weights, the guys, really enjoyed it. And I meant what I said about that. Our guys worked. Whenever we had an opportunity, we weren't in quarantine or shut down, our guys worked nonstop.
In the back, coach.
Commander Glaze, Next Level Sports and Entertainment. I know this was a business trip, but how would you describe this whole experience with everything that went on? Playing in week 0, game day, and all of that. How was this experience for you and your team, and especially since you got the victory today?
Well, I played in a whole lot of coached in a whole lot of classics, from the Bayou Classic and several of these games right here. And ESPN and cricket did an outstanding job, and it's an unbelievable experience for these young men. It's something they'll remember, for the rest of their life. Obviously, being week 0 and you on prime time, there's nobody else watching. So people don't even know who you are going to be watching football because they just want to watch football. And then, obviously for us to win the game, and it was a great weekend. ESPN, they do a great job, and due to COVID, we can't do much, but it's just a great trip. The guys enjoyed it. Obviously, college game day is, that's unheard of. Good Morning America, unheard of. And that's just telling, the testament of our administration. Kyle Server, our SID, does an outstanding job. He's by far the best in the business, hands down. P5, whatever, SEC, ACC, he's the best in the business.
Amen.
Coach Mike Washington, KCOH 1230 Houston, inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Sorry, they stuck me in the back. Sorry.
That's okay.
So tremendous experience, well taught, well coached game. What, if any, takeaways? I know you'll have a chance, 24 hours to soak this in. Tremendous experience. What, if any, are your takeaways going in to play teams like Marshall, Winston-Salem? Do you have 2 or 3 takeaways for us?
I got a whole lot of takeaways. When you have 14 penalties, we played a defending SWAC champion and had 14 penalties. They had 5. So it's a whole lot of stuff we have to work on. We gave up way too many yards rushing, 189 yards rushing, which is unheard of. It's so many things that we have to work on. The only thing I cared about was getting a win, and we'll get this other stuff corrected. But when we watch the film, it's something we have a whole lot to work on. The punter drops the ball to set up a score. Our tackling was terrible. But luckily we had guys running to the ball, swimming to the ball, so at least we were getting the ball down. But I mean, it was a messy game on our behalf, but I guarantee you I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm not even gonna mess with these kids until we get back, these young men until we get back on Monday. But they're gonna enjoy this one, I guarantee you that.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach. It's Cullen Davis from Prime Tribune and Dayview Sports. You guys had more comfortability and got the game in your behavior in the second half on the offensive defensive line. And you guys had change in coordinators from the offseason. How much did that play a factor in a shift and how comfortable you guys got in this game?
First of all, I think that you could see from the sideline that our guys were in shape, and it looked like they got winded early, and they had a bunch of guys go down with injuries and cramping and things of that nature. And I think Thomas Carroll and our strength staff had our guys prepared and ready to play. I'm sorry, what was the second part of the question? Oh, the 2 coordinators. We did have 2 new coordinators, but both of those guys were with me when I was at Southern University. Matt Leone was a quarterback coach down there, and Coach Juan Navarro, our defensive coordinator, he was my D-line coach when I was defensive coordinator down there. So we had a pre-existing relationship. I knew those guys. Defensively, we had the same mindset, and I know he has the idea what I want. I know how he operates, and Coach Leone, I know how he tries to attack people. Both those guys did an outstanding job. They had an outstanding game plan. I think in the first half we tried to do a little too much defensively. Obviously, on the board things work, and then out here when it's hot and a lot of stuff going on, eyes get a little cloudy. But we settled down and ran a whole lot more base defense in the second half and didn't do as much moving, and that helped our run fits.
Got time for 2 more.
Yes, Coach, this is Michael Jefferson, Block Sports, and congratulations on the win.
Thank
and
you.
I think you actually just answered my question in terms of after Alcorn went down the field and scored, almost just went straight down the field, and in the second possession, they also had a very easy time. Fortunately for you, they missed the field goal. But was it just nerves, or was it just more so just a different philosophy of defensive strategy to really just calm the men down?
Alcorn is an outstanding football team.
Yes.
They average a whole lot of points. They won a whole lot of games. They won a whole lot of championships. We tried. We called the best game we could, and they were getting first downs. So I can't take anything away from Alcorn. We played better after that, and like I said, we settled down a little bit. We had some young guys out there, and some guys still banged up a little bit. But I got to take my hat off to them. They did an outstanding job attacking us, and we had to make some adjustments and do some things. But we had our hands full. That's a good football team.
In the back.
Coach Oliver, it's Tolly Carr with HBCU Game Day. I co-sign what you said about Kyle, for sure. Is there any pride? I know you only coach North Carolina Central. That's all you're responsible for. Any pride for the conference? There's a lot of hype on the SWAC this year. The MEAC, the 6 of you guys fighting it out. Is there pride there with the win for the MEAC?
Yeah, we have a chip on our shoulder, because my question is, why is so much talk about the SWAC? And we've owned Atlanta for the past 14 years. I don't get it. We played good ball in the MEAC. And not to take anything away from the SWAC, I was down there. I played coached the SWAC for several years, but we played good football in the MEAC. I know we lost North Carolina A&T, FAM, and Cookman, right? But we've won championships since the last time 2 of them schools won one. So we play good football, and we will continue to play good football. Or at least in Durham, North Carolina, we will.
Coach, thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.